Good morning, students. Today we will study about circle and parts of a circle. Page number 295. Today we will solve exercise 21C. So first of all, what is a circle? So circle is one of the most important and familiar geometric figure. Actually, circle is a perfect rounded shape. Okay, it is a perfectly rounded, or you can say that circle is a special form of ellipse which is perfectly rounded. Okay, so many examples you have seen in your everyday life. You have seen the many examples of the circle. You can see like these examples like clock, coin. These are the examples of the circle. So first of all, the definition of the circle is that a circle is a simple closed curve, all of whose points are at same distance from a fixed point O in the same plane. The fixed point O is called the center of the circle. Okay, so circle is like, it's a, you can see it, and it has the one point, and this point is called the center. From here, everywhere the distance of the boundary of the circle is the same. Okay, now some more things we will study, that is parts of the circle. So there are some parts like radius. A line segment joining the center of a circle to any point on the circle is called a radius of the circle. So you can see from the center to the boundary of this circle, the distance from the center to the boundary of the circle, that is called the radius. Okay, and the, it's a plural form, that is the many radius are there, so that you can say radii. Okay, next we have the diameter. Diameter is again, it is the another part of the radius, or you can say two times of the radius. The, what is the radius? Suppose from this center to here, you just join it here, and from this center to here, means two times of the radius, that is your diameter. Okay, here you can see all the radii of a circle are equal. Okay, so in a circle there can be many radius. Okay, so you can say there is a infinite radius. Okay, uncountable, you cannot count. As well as now we have the chord. A line segment joining any 2 point on the circle is called a chord of the circle. So simply you can see here, chord is to the, is like that, it's a 2 point, means 2 point of the circle, and it if it joins, so that line is called the chord. So chord, and also another thing, chord, the longest chord of the circle is called the diameter. So chord's definition is like that, it is not necessary that it should pass through the center. Okay, so only it should join the 2 points on the circle only. Diameter, it should have to pass through the center. So see the definition of the diameter: a chord that passes through the center of a circle is called a diameter. Okay, the largest chord of a circle is called the diameter. Okay, now we have the circumference. The distance around a circle is called the circumference. Okay, so distance means, the distance around this means like this is a circle. If you travel from this point of the circle, from here to, if you travel from here to here and again you reach to here, so this distance, whatever the distance you have traveled, that is called the circumference. And you know the formula to find the circle circumference, that is the formula is 2 pi r. Okay, you know the value of pi is 22 by 7. Okay, the value of pi is 22 by 7, and r will be the radius of this circle. So you can find out the circumference, and as well as the area of the circle you have to find. So area is your pi r square. Okay, so this is the formula to find out the area, and this is the formula to find out the circumference of the circle. And again you can see, this is the short form to denote the circumference. This is the short form. A circumference of a circle gives its perimeter. In like a rectangle and a square, we have studied the perimeter. So in the case of circle, we are telling circumference. Okay, so circumference is that total distance, whatever the distance, if you travel through this, around this circle, so that is your circumference. Now next we have interior and exterior of the circle. Interior means whatever the inside the circle. Okay, so that you can say, which is, that is called interior. Exterior, which is the outside of the circle, that is called the exterior. Now one more thing you should know, the interior of a circle contains all the points in a plane whose distance from center is less than the radius. Means what, if anything which is inside the circle, so that its value will be the, means the distance from this to center, it will be the less than the radius. If it is the outside of the circle, so its a value always will be from the center. If you measure it, the value will be, it will be the greater than the radius of that circle. So that's the about the interior and exterior of a circle. Next, how to draw a circle. So if you have to draw the circle, so first of all you have to take the compass. So in the compass there is a metal tip, and one side there will be the pencil tip. So your metal tip should be placed on where, that will be your center. Suppose I write the name of center, and you have to take the radius, means that you have to stretch this compass. This compass you have to stretch, you have to take the radius of suppose 5 centimeter. So in the scale you just adjust your this compass to the 5 centimeter. Okay, so that will be the 5 centimeter, that will be the radius. And one this metal tip of your compass, this metal tip of the compass, and one side it will be the pencil tip will be here. And just you press the metal tip over here, fix it the your metal tip over here, and then after you just move around like this. So and by the help of this pencil it will be drawn the circle, and this circle whose radius will be the 5 centimeter, and its a diameter will be the 10 centimeter, because this side is the 5 and again this side also will be the 5. So its a diameter will be the 10 centimeter. Okay, so that's the relation between, so diameter and radius. So here that is the relation between the diameter and radius. So what is the relation? If the radius is r, if the radius is r, then diameter will be the 2r. Okay, suppose the, if the radius is that, suppose radius, if your, it is given this radius is your 5 centimeter. Okay, so here I am writing, if the radius is your 5 centimeter. Okay, so your diameter will be the 2 times of the radius, means 2r, diameter will be the 2r. So here the relation is simple, that this diameter will be the half of the radius, and this radius, what will be the radius? Radius will be the, sorry here is the mistake, you just correct it. Your diameter will be the 2 times of the radius, and radius will be the half of the diameter. Okay, so that's the relation. Diameter is the 2 times of the radius, and radius will be the half of the diameter. So that's the relation between radius and diameter. So like radius is 2 centimeter, so diameter will be 4 centimeter. If the diameter is 10 centimeter, radius will be 5 centimeters, the half of the diameter. Okay, now next we have some few more definitions are there. So that is with the some new things like a secant. So in a line segment, sorry, a line which intersect or meet the circle at two distinct point is called secant of the circle. So here you can see secant means simply it will be the intersect at 2 points, like here is the 1 point and here, and it will be crossed it, intersect it. A line which intersect or meet the circle at two distinct points, like here it can cross. So two distinct point it is meeting. Okay, and it intersect there, so that is called secant. Okay, this is your secant. Next we have tangent, a line which touches a circle at a point only is called a tangent to the circle of a point. Means tangent will only, it will be like this, if it is your circle. Okay, and it will be crossed and it will be touched at only one point, not more than one point. It will be touched at only one point, and here it will be make the 90-degree angle. Always it will be make the 90-degree angle with the radius. Suppose here the radius, if tangent is passing through here, so it will touch only at the one point, and its angle will form with the radius, it will be the 90-degree. Okay, so that is your tangent. Here the point at which tangent touches the circle is called the point of contact. So that here this point is called the point of contact. Next we have, you can see here, and here you can see it is the perpendicular. You can see here When we draw any tangent on a circle, also tangent is perpendicular to the radius, as I told that. Next we have the arc. Any continuous part of a circle is called the arc. Means any little part of the circle, that is called the arc. That is the continuous part of a circle. This portion if you are taking, suppose this is C or D, so this part you can say arc. So simply on circle, any part you are just describing, suppose this part you are taking, so this is your arc. Okay, this part you are taking, this is the continuous part of a circle, means the small portion of the boundary of the circle, that is your arc. Next we have segment. A chord AB of a circle divide the area enclosed by it into two parts, which is called the segment. Segment means that it's generally it divide the circle into two parts. Okay, so like the smaller part is called the minor segment, and the larger part is called the major segment. As you can see in this figure, this is the chord, and it divide the circle into two parts, one part and here another part. So this is the, it has the more area, so this is called the major, and this has, it has the less area, so this is called the minor segment. Okay, so simply segment means that whatever the area is divided by the chord of a circle, so that is the your segment. Okay, so there are two types, minor and major. Now next we have the semicircle. So semicircle, a diameter divides the circle into two equal parts, is called the semicircle. Semicircle means exactly this diameter divided this in two parts, two equal parts. So this half portion is called the semicircle, and again this half portion is called the semicircle. Okay. Next we have minor and major arc. The chord divides circumference of a circle into two parts. Okay, the smaller part is called minor arc because it has less than a semicircle, and larger part because it has the greater than a semicircle. Here you can understand, this is your circle. Okay, and here is the point center. If this is the chord, suppose chord is A, B, and this is your center, and it is this chord divide this circle into two parts, this one part and another part. This is your measure, this is your measure one, because this is the major segment, as you have studied. Okay, this is your major segment, and this is your, this side is your minor. Okay, this is your minor segment, and this is your major. Okay, now with this you can see it has the, here you can see, just try to understand this one, it is called the arc. This major segment has the arc also, this portion, so this is called the major arc because it has the greater arc. And here you can see this, it has the smaller arc, so this is called the minor arc. Okay, so this is about the major arc and the minor arc. And minor arc because it is less than the semicircle. Okay, you can see this is the less than the semicircle, and it is the greater than the semicircle, so that's why it is called the major arc and minor arc. Simply it is divided by the chord AB, and it is divided into two parts. So this part is called the major segment, this is called the minor segment, and whatever this boundary of this divided portion, which is called the arc, this is the minor, this is called the major arc, and this is called the minor arc. Now next we have the sector. The part of a circle enclosed by any two radii of the circle is called the sector of the circle. Sector means, simply you just understand, this is your circle, and if two radius is there, okay, so, and whatever this region is there, whatever the region under this two radius, this is called the sector. This portion is called the sector. Okay, so the part of a circle enclosed by any two radii of the circle is called the sector. Okay, so this is called the sector. Okay, and so don't confuse with the sector and segment. Segment is that any radius, any circle, and it is divided by the chord. This is the chord, and this region is called the major and minor segment. Okay, it is divided by the it is divided by the chord. But in the case of the sector, this is in the case of the sector, it is the region by the two radius. Okay, two radii. Okay, so this is the sector. Okay, sector means the part of a circle enclosed by any two radii of the circle is called the sector, and this is your segment. Okay, now next we have quadrant. If the two radii are at right angle of to each other, then the sector is called the quadrant of the circle. Means if it is your circle, okay, and two radii, means one radius is here and one radius is here, and they are forming the 90-degree angles. Okay, so this portion is called the quadrant. Means quadrant means 1/4. Okay, and you just check it, it will be again 1/4, here will be again 1/4, and here we again will be it will the 1/4, and completely it is a whole one. So this one portion is called the quadrant. Okay, and this is the you just see, this is the, because of the two radius it is forming, so that's why we are telling it sector. So when two radius, here is the two radius, but here angle was not defined. If angle is 90-degree, so this portion is called the quadrant. Okay, so there are total how many quadrants? 4 quadrants are there. Now next we have the concentric circle. Two or more circles with the same center is called the concentric circle. Okay, so if one circle I have drawn with this, suppose this is O, one circle is here, again with the same circle I am drawing the another circle. Okay, so both this circle 1 and circle 2, they both have the same center, these two circles sharing the same center, so this type of circle are called concentric circle. Okay, now concentric circles you can see in this also three it is drawn and all have the same center, so that is called the concentric circle. Now we will solve the exercise now 21C. So first fill in the blanks. All the dash of circles are equal, so all what are equal? Radius, so many radius are there, so radii we will write. Okay, now the distance around the circle is called circumference. Okay, any part of a circle called an, that is called arc. Okay, the radius of a circle is of its diameter one half. Half of the means it is a half only, you can write a half or one half you can write. Okay, you can write one half or simply you can write the half. The midpoint of a dash is the center of the circle. Midpoint who? The midpoint of a diameter. Okay, so diameter, like this is circle and this is diameter, it's a midpoint will be always the center, so it will be the diameter. Okay, here will be the diameter. So like you can do it. Now next, true false you have to write only. The line segment joining two points on the circle is called an arc. No, that is called chord, so it is false. All diameters are chord. Yes, it is a true, as you know that the longest chord is called the diameter. Next, a circle has fixed number of radii. False. No, because there can be many diameters, infinite number of diameters, infinite number of radius, infinite number of chords also. Okay, so it is a false. Now number 4, the area lying between two radii is called tangent. No, it is false, because that is called the sector. Okay, now next we have twice a circle is a semicircle. Twice a circle is a semicircle. No, false, because it is a half of a circle, not it is a semicircle, is the half of a circle, so it is a false. Now next, question number 3. From the given figure identify the following. So radius, so you can from here you can identify radius like O, Q, O, P, O, L are the radius. Okay, so you can write it. Diameter, semicircle, sector, segment. Okay, so like you can write the sector. So sector will be like this is your sector, LOQ, you can write this is the sector. Okay, segment, so this is your segment, RS. Okay, so you can write RAS full, this one. center is the O. So likewise you can write from here. Now next question number 4. O is the center of two circles of a given figure below. Fill in the blanks for the following. Like question number 1, dash radii of a inner circle. So you have to find the inner circle. So OE, OQ and like OD. Okay, so that's the inner one. So likewise you have to find out, like question number 5, two circles are called dash circle. So what it is called, what they are called, they are called the concentric circle. So you can write this, it's a concentric circle because both have the same center. Likewise DME is a, so D, here is the D, here is the M and here is the E. So DME, what is this? Is the DME. So DME is the semicircle of the inner circle because this is the semicircle. Is you can see this is the semicircle. So you can write here semicircle of the inner circle. You can write it. Okay. So likewise you can do it. Now next question number 5. Which of the following is double of radius of a circle? So which one is the double? Diameter. 1/4 of the region is called, just now I taught, that is called the quadrant. Okay. Two or more circles with the same center are called concentric. So where is the option? Concentric circle here. Okay. Now which of the following is not an example of circle? 1 rupee coin, book, wheel of a cycle, full moon. Of course book is not a example because it is not in a rounded shape. 9 number. If the radius of a circle is 2 centimeter, then it's a diameter. So you know that radius is given 2 centimeter. So diameter, so you know that diameter equals 2 into radius. So 2 into 2 which equals to 4. So now where is the option? 4 centimeter. Okay. Now draw a circle of a diameter 6 centimeter. Mark center O. Draw diameter PQ of a radius OA. Measure the length and compare them. So you have to draw it by the help of compass. You just take it the circle diameter 6. Diameter you have to take the 6. Diameter 6 means what? Diameter is 6 centimeter. It means you have to take the radius. So radius equals to d by 2. So 6 by 2. So it means you have to take the radius 3 centimeter. So you have, when you will draw the circle, so its a radius should be 3 centimeter. Okay. Then after you can measure and compare. Now in question number 11, mark point O with center O, and there are 3 radius is given. It means you have to draw the concentric circle. So one circle it should be 3 centimeter. Okay, one circle it will be 3 centimeter. Again one radius you have to take the 4, and one circle you have to draw. Again one 5 and you have to draw. Okay, this is the 4 and this is the 5 and all have the same center. Okay, now OA and B contains the, like here you can see AB which contains A the inner and B is the exterior. This is question number 12. Draw the circle of 4.5 centimeter and mark any 3 point OA and B which contains A in the inner and B is the exterior. Okay, so you have to draw the circle. Okay, so its a radius should be 4.5. First of all its radius should be 4.5 and you have to draw it, and then after you have to take, this is the point O, this is your center, and A and B which contain A is the inner, so any point you take the here A, and B is the exterior, so B is here the exterior, and you can measure the distance from the center from here, and also the measure the distance from it also. Now next number 13, draw a circle with center O and radius 6 centimeter. Draw a sector, quadrant of and secant of the circle. So first of all it is given the radius 6 centimeter. Okay, so radius you have to take the 6 centimeter. Okay, 6 centimeter radius you have to take, and you have to draw the one circle. Then after it is asking that you have to draw the sector. So sector means you can take any two radius. Okay, so here I just take this radius. Okay, and this is the your sector, you just mention it, this is the sector. Then after it is asking that a quadrant means that These two radius I have to take and their angle should be 90 degree. So it means now this portion you have to set it, and this is your quadrant. Okay, now you have to next you have to draw the secant. So secant is that you have to draw any line which passes through this circle and intersect at two different points. So any line you just take it and just pass through here. Okay, and now you just mention these 2 points. Any point you can mention like this, A and B, and this is your secant. Okay, so you can write it, this is your secant. Okay, so likewise you have to do it. Okay, now next we have the next question, you can see, and this, you have to name it also. Okay, very carefully you write the name like A B C D E. Okay, naming you have to do and mention like this. Number 14, draw a circle of radius 5 centimeters. So minor arc, major arc, minor segment, major segment. So you have to, first of all, it is radius 5 centimeter. So first of all you have to draw the circle. Okay, and its radius should be 5 centimeter. Now you have to show that, first of all you have to draw the one chord. Suppose this is A and B, and suppose this is the center O. So here I just point the one point, this is the C. So now this is the A B C. This particular region is called the minor segment. This is your minor segment, and this is suppose any point I have taken D here. So this particular region is called the major segment. Now major arc. So major arc you can say A D B. This is the major arc. This one your major arc this side. Okay, and this side is your minor arc. Okay, so you can mention by the naming. Okay, so likewise you have to do. And now here this is the chapter summary. Once again you go through this all, like pentagon 5 side, hexagon 6 side, heptagon 7 side, octagon 8 sides. So remember it, what is rhombus, trapezium, square, rectangle, parallelogram, quadrilaterals. So again you go through it all. Definition of all you have to remember it. It is for exam purpose of view, this is very important. Now you again you just revise through here also. These are the revisions, and do this revision exercise also.